breaking the cycle of financial stagnation. All right, let's dive right into this explainer. Today, we're diagnosing exactly why you might feel completely broke even though you're earning a decent regular salary. You know the feeling, right? The money hits your account, you breathe a sigh of relief, and then poof, almost like magic, you're broke again. Let's figure out exactly why this frustrating cycle keeps happening, and more importantly, how we can stop it dead in its tracks. You earn money every month, so why are you still broke? Seriously, think about it. The money arrives, and you feel this huge wave of relief. But then, well, rent hits, you buy groceries, and oh, those 3 random streaming subscriptions you totally forgot you even have get charged. Suddenly, you're frantically wondering where it all went. You check your banking app just a week after payday, and that initial security, completely gone. The bills just stack up, the living expenses drain the account, and before you know it, you're right back to just waiting for the next paycheck to survive. You don't have an income problem. You have a money management problem. Now take a second to really absorb that, because it's a pretty harsh truth to swallow. See, earning more money doesn't automatically make you wealthy if your spending rises right alongside it. It is incredibly easy to assume that if you just got a raise or landed a higher paying job, all your financial stress would just vanish in an instant. But here's the reality. If you don't change how you manage the cash you already have, you'll literally just become a higher paid person dealing with the exact same financial problems. So let's look at the payday illusion. Mentally treating your entire gross salary as spendable, disposable income. This is our first major trap. On payday, your account suddenly looks amazing, right? You feel totally flush with cash. So what happens? You order expensive takeout, you finally buy that gadget you've been eyeing, and you tell yourself, hey, I deserve it, I just got paid. But mentally treating that entire deposit as fun money, that's a massive mistake, and it sets a really dangerous tone for the rest of your month. Looking at this comparison of gross salary, future and bills, and actual disposable income, the reality becomes pretty clear. Your gross salary isn't just spending money. Huge chunks of it actually already belong to your future, your upcoming bills, and your emergency fund. Your actual disposable income is just a tiny fraction of that giant deposit you see on payday. If you spend everything that enters your account based on the size of that initial paycheck, your future is forever going to be entirely dependent on that next direct deposit arriving exactly on time. And that leads us to lifestyle creep. Let's compare earning $2,000 a month versus $10,000 a month with lifestyle creep. What's absolutely fascinating here is how this psychological trap makes a $10,000 earner feel exactly as financially stressed as a $2,000 earner. You get a raise, and instead of banking that extra cash, what do? You move into a luxury apartment, lease a way nicer car, and start hitting up high-end restaurants. The numbers on your paycheck are entirely different, for sure, but your behavior is identical. That raise just completely vanishes into a slightly shinier life. There's a great quote here. When you spend first and save whatever remains, your money is controlling you. This endless cycle of stress happens simply because you lack a deliberate system. You're just spending what you have and blindly hoping for some leftovers at the end of the month. You receive money, you spend money, and you just cross your fingers that there's a little bit left to stash in savings. But guys, true wealth rarely works that way. If you're just waiting around to see what remains, your money is controlling you. You are literally surrendering your power. Here's the sequence: bills, savings, investments, debt repayment, emergency